All right, so in this problem, we have problem 3.1.43, and they're asking us to use transformations of the original function f of x equals x squared to graph the following function. And so what we want to do here is, first of all, we need to identify what each of these pieces is doing to the graph. And then we also need to identify what the key points of the graph are. Okay, so let's go ahead and start with the key points of the graph. So the key points on a parabola, a basic parabola looks like this. And the key points are negative 2, negative 2, 4, negative 1, 1, 0, 0, 1, 1, and 2, 4. Excuse me. All right, so we're going to adjust these points based on what's happening here with the square. And so this negative 3 right here, what that tells us is that we're going to be multiplying the y coordinate by a negative 3. And what this negative 3 right here is telling us is that's telling us that we're moving the graph to the to the right 3 units. This is telling us that we're moving it up 3 units. Okay. All right, so this right here, because we're moving it to the right 3, we're going to be adding 3 to the x's. And then this one right here, this means that we're going to be adding 3 to the y coordinates. All right, so what we're going to do is we're actually going to algebraically adjust these key points. So we need to do the multiplication first. So I'm going to go ahead and multiply the y coordinate by negative 3 first. And that's going to give us negative 2, negative 12, negative 1, negative 3. So I'm taking each of these y coordinates and multiplying by negative 3, 0, 0, 1, negative 3, and then 2 and negative 12. Okay, so effectively what that's done is flipped us down, right? Now we can go ahead and add 3 to the x's, and in the same step we can also add 3 to the y's. So what that's going to do is move us to the right 3 units, and then it's going to move us up 3 units. Okay, so adding 3 to negative 2, I get a positive 1, and adding 3 here, and I get a negative 9. Here, adding 3, I get 2. Whoops, I don't know why I put 2 parentheses there. And then adding 3 here, and I get 0. Adding 3 here, we get 3, 3. Adding 3 here, and we get 4, 0. And then adding 3 here, we get 5 and negative 9. All right, so what we want to do now is take those points and graph them. We're expecting to see this basic graph moved 3 units to the right, 3 units up, and then be flipped down. Okay, so let's see if that's what we get when we look at these points on a graph. So I'm going to go ahead and give us another piece of paper here. All right, so the points that we had were 1, negative 9. Okay, so 1, negative 9 puts us right here. And then 2, 0 was the next point, puts us right there. 3, 3 is right here. And then 4, 0 right there. And 5, negative 9 right down here. And we know the basic shape is parabolic, and so we see that happening here. Okay, so this would be that original function shifted.